We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. For 36 yards on the play.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll try and run for it with Henry.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll give Henry another shot. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
That looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 19 yards away. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Right, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st down, Titans.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Of 22 yards. First down.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. A first down carry for Henry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
On the handoff.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On second down, it's Henry, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
At the Giants' 30-yard line.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
And it's third down.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
It's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Geis. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. And bulldozing his way through. And now off to the races down the right side. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He was taken down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Tannehill. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's complete to Darrynton Evans, the running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Tannehill.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
His kick.
And his kick is right through.
makes the score Giants 14, Titans 10. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Henry. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A 3-yard pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the
35-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he...
And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Titans 17. Giants.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
With the score,
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
14.
They run with Geis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller, because you know it's a heavy conversation right here. Because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Powerful running. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 45 on second down, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's go.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Brings up 2nd.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
26-yard line.
Back to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late, and the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here.
1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Tannehill now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A.J. Brown, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Tackle made at the 44.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They'll run with Geis. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Brought down at the 40.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he slings one that's incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams. But
oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
Titans first down.
Let's go.
They keep it with Henry on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now Tannehill with his first throw in OT. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Tennessee.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. from the right hash. It's a 35-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come? Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. That's caught at the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Giants, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.